So let's get started in a comfortable seated position. You can just cross the legs in Sukhasana, or if you'd like to take one heel closer to the perineum, place the other ankle on top and tuck the toes between the calf and thigh, you can go into Siddhasana, or a variation of Siddhasana. So with the tall spine, relaxed body, just close your eyes. Take a moment to just feel sit bones reaching into the earth, crown of the head lifting, and space opening up in the spine. And just for a few moments, watch your breath. Just observe breath coming in and going out with ease and grace. And observe where the origin of the breath is. Does it start in the belly? Does it start in the chest? And then if it's in the chest, can you drop it down into the belly so you just feel the rise and fall of the abdomen? So abdominal breathing triggers the nervous system to relax, calm, which helps to quiet the mind. And as you hold your attention there, can you begin to exaggerate the exhalation? So on the inhalation, belly swells. On the exhalation, can you actually contract the abdomen, feeling an engagement of the muscles there? And then inhalation, allow the belly to relax and expand. And more of an active exhalation, contracting the abdomen, navel drawing towards the back body. And keep going like this. Think of the inhalation as being passive and the exhalation as being active. It almost feels like you're doing a very slow Kapalabhati breath. And just notice as you're doing this, the work of the abdomen, does it feel easy? Or do you feel after a few rounds that there's some effort involved? Beginning to get a sense of the strength or maybe some weakness in the abdomen? When do the muscles begin to fatigue? Just a few more rounds of this active exhalation. And last one. As you finish the exhalation, just relax everything. So no more effort to the breath at all, just be completely relaxed. Notice if your mind is drawn to that area simply from the residual energy and effort that was there. So we're going to be working with the area of the abdomen today, and if there's any specific work that you need to do, bringing awareness to this area can help us to uncover that. So sometimes there's physical strength that's need to be developed. Sometimes there's digestive cleansing or digestive support. And sometimes it's on a more mental and emotional level, which is our center for self-will and determination, where we take action. So bring your hands together in front of your heart and let your thumbs touch your sternum and bow your head to your hands. We'll set that intention for the practice to be to work with this area of the body, but in your own life, recognize where your support's needed. Is it on a physical, purely physical level, maybe digestive, a little more internal physical, or maybe it's on a mental, emotional level, willpower, determination, or even our own feelings around power. Or whatever that is, set that as your intention, just to bring some light, some awareness to this area of the body. And then place that in your heart and surround it with unconditional love. And we'll begin the practice with a chant of Om 3 times, so take a deep inhale in. This time fill belly, ribs, then chest, and exhale, again, strong contraction in the abdomen, rib cage draws closer together, chest softens. Another inhalation, belly, ribs, chest. And begin the chant of Om. Lower your head to your hands to your knees. And just take a moment to allow yourself to come back into the room. And we'll begin in tabletop position. Hands are going to go under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet pressed down. And we're just going to stay in this tabletop. So on the inhalation, allow the heart to lift, sit bones to lift, but keep a little lift in your lower belly to support your lower back. And now exhale, push down firmly through the hands, knees, feet, and contract the abdomen towards the back body. Repeat that again. Inhale, heart lifts, sit bones lift, opening up the front body. And then firm, strong contraction as you pull the belly button towards the spine, push into the hands, knees, and feet. Good. Keep going. Inhaling, exhaling, but keeping your awareness there in the abdomen. Starting to build your relationship to this area of the body. As you're breathing, bring in that Ujjayi breath, belly, ribs, chest on inhalation. Exhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Good. 2 more, please. And on this last one, we're going to exhale, pull the navel towards the spine, round the back, and move all the way into child's pose. So sit bones toward the heels. Bring your hands onto your sacrum. Inhale, stand on your knees, reach your right arm up and over the head. Keep that arm in alignment with the ear. As you exhale, contract your abdomen towards your spine and come into child's pose with the one arm over the head. Good. Inhale, press into the knees, stand on them again as the right arm reaches up. And then exhale, bring the hand to the sacrum and let the forehead come to the floor, again, navel to spine. Other side. Inhale, left arm's going to lift up, stand on your knees. Keep that arm in alignment with the ear as you exhale. Contract your abdomen, fold over the legs. Inhale, arm in alignment with the ear, stand on the knees, reach again. And then exhale, bring the hand to the sacrum and the forehead to the floor. Good. Inhale the right arm up. Stand on the knees. Exhale. Just come to halfway. Navel hugs the back body. Inhale, stand on the knees again. Right arm reaches up. And then exhale, keep it in alignment with the ear as you go all the way down. Inhale, stand on the knees. Right arm reaches up. And exhale, hands to sacrum, forehead to floor. Other side. Inhale, the left arm's going to reach up. Notice how you move from your core strength. Exhale, come down. You're just going to go halfway. Keep the arm in alignment with the ear. Hug the navel towards the back body. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, go all the way down. Inhale, stand on the knees. Left arm lifts up, arm in alignment with the ear. Exhale, hands to sacrum, forehead to the floor. Good. Right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, halfway. Inhale here, stay. And now exhale, just go all the way down. Inhale, stand on the knee, arm in alignment with the ear, come up. And this time, exhale, just sit tall on your heels. Take the right hand down to the sacrum. Left arm, inhale, stand on the knees. Exhale, just go halfway. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale the rest of the way down, hugging the navel deeply in towards the spine. Inhale, come all the way up. And this time, exhale, just sit back on the heels, tall spine, hands to sacrum. Resting here, bring your hands forward into your lap. Close your eyes for a moment and just feel the awareness in the abdomen. Good. Right fingertips to the floor. Inhale, the left arm lifts up. Walk the right hand out. Plant that hand into the floor and then stretch the left hip away, elongating the top arm over the head. Shoulders away from the ears. Create some space here in the left side body. Again, abdomen draws back to spine on exhalation. One more breath here. Now open up, let the left shoulder squeeze back, offer up the heart. So sitting tall on your heels, left fingertips into the floor, inhale the right arm up. Walk the hand out, plant the hand firm into the floor, let the right hip reach away from the fingertips. Elongate the spine. Shoulder down away from the ear. Breathe deeply here. See if you can get more breath into the ribs, all the way down to the hip. Now open up. Squeeze the right shoulder blade in and down the back and bring that slight twist into the torso. Navel's rotating slightly here to the right. Feel the chest release. One more breath. And then lift up again and sit tall and just observe how you feel. Close the eyes. Good. Staying on the knees, we're going to point our fingertips towards our feet and just stretch back, opening up the heart. So pressing into the palms, fingertips point towards the toes. Feel the sternum lift, chest spread wide. Breathing deeply here. Don't hold the breath. Long inhales, long exhales. Making sure you have about 2 fingers behind the back of the skull so that we're not collapsing the back of the neck. And then draw your chin into your chest. See if you can bend your elbows and lean back on your toes, just stretching your toes a little bit. Just that whole front line. And then roll off the fingertips. Come back into tabletop position. Bring your elbows down into the mat. and wrap your hands around the middle part of your arms. You'll either interlace your fingers pressing your forearms down or spread your palms wide with your forearms parallel. Tuck the back toes under, lift the sit bones up and back, and come into dolphin variation of down dog. So we're going to treat this like our down dog today. So bend one knee and press the other heel down. Bend the other knee and press the other heel down. And just go back and forth a few times. So feet are going to be hip distance apart, toes turned in slightly, heels out. Roll the inner thighs in and back and allow the sit bones to spread. As the hips lift up in the air, contract the quads to keep the legs strong, and let the navel fall deeply underneath the rib cage at the bottom of each exhale. So again, you're inhaling belly, ribs, chest, and that strong exhalation is really going to pull the navel towards the spine. Two more breaths here. Just keep letting that weight sink into the heels while you lift the hips away, elongating the backs of the legs. And as you press down through the forearms, feel that the head and neck is just loose. Space is in the shoulders. Breathing deeply here. Good, knees to floor. Exhale, bring your sit bones to your heels, and this time take your hands toward your heels and just round your upper back, so let everything melt. So embryo. See if you can relax even further. And then we're going to come up in a tabletop position, tuck the toes, and find downward facing dog. So same position for the legs and feet, but in the upper body, you've got to roll your shoulder heads away from your ears, squeeze your inner elbows toward one another, and press firmly through the web of the index and thumb. Continue to take the navel in and up under the rib cage at the bottom of each exhale. So really getting a sense of the hollowing out of the belly. And now we're going to make sure we're in the right position for plank position. So you might need to walk your feet back or forward just to come into plank and have the wrists and shoulders in alignment. Press down through the hands, lift a little bit in the space of the back of the heart up towards the ceiling, and contract the abdomen, contract the quads, and just hover here for a few moments. Starting to feel the navel again drawing towards the back body for support. 2 more breaths. And then lift the hips up and back and come back into downward facing dog. From down dog, rise onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look at the hands, step forward to your fingertips, and just open your feet up for hip distance apart, standing forward fold. Little micro bend in the knee, let the upper body really soften over the legs. And then take your hands onto your backs of your legs and slide down 3 times. So from the glutes all the way to the heels, just releasing tension in the back of the legs. Good. We're going to keep our hands on the backs of the thighs, squeeze the elbows into our sides, and on your inhale, you're going to rise up to halfway and squeeze those elbows back behind you, opening up the heart. And then exhale, contract your abdomen, forward fold over your legs, let your hands slide back down. Repeat that again. Again, elbows are squeezing back, chest is open, press into the feet, come halfway up, feel the back flatten out. Exhale, navel hugs into the spine, fold more deeply over the legs. Good. Keep going with your breath. Inhaling. Feeling not just the front of the core working here, but the back of the core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. On the last one, you're going to fold and stay. So go all the way down. Hands can line up with the toes if you'd like, or grab onto either elbow to provide some traction for the spine.
Micro bend those knees and make sure the body weight's not sinking in the heels, but is forward slightly in the balls of the feet. Sit bones are lifted. Feel both inner foot and outer foot nice and balanced. Imagine there's a weight attached to the crown of your head, just helping the spine in its traction. Breathe deeply here. Keep giving in. Very nice. Release your hands. Plant your left hand down under your face. Bend your right knee and reach your right arm up in the air. And then come back, switch. Take the right hand down, bend the left knee, and take the left arm up in the air. Repeat that. Come down, left hand down, bend the right knee, right arm up in the air. And switch. Right hand down, bend the left knee, left arm up in the air. And then come back, hands to hips, scoop the heart, and slowly come up to standing. One vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulders up and back when you get to the top. Just feel some space and warmth there. And then stand at the front of your mat in Samasthiti, arms by your side. And just feel. Okay. So sun salutations, we're just going to do sun salutation A, but we're going to change the arm position. Usually we do a lateral opening. We're going to come from the front. So arms from the front as you inhale, they reach up over the head. Exhale, try to keep the arms in alignment with the ears. You can keep that micro bend as you forward fold over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins to start. Press the sternum away from the pubic bone, half coming up. And then exhale, step back to plank position. For the first round, we'll bring the knees to the floor. Squeeze the elbows tight into your side, chaturanga. Belly comes down, tops of the feet ground. Inhale, elbows and shoulders pull back for cobra. Pubic bone on the floor. And exhale, navel up and back for downward facing dog. We'll take our 5 full breaths here. So remember those alignment principles in the legs and feet. Keep reaching through those heels, lifting through the hips. Elongate the side bodies, press down firmly through the hands. Head and neck is relaxed. Total of 5 breaths, so about 3 more here. And then come onto the balls of your feet, bend the knees, look at the hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale to monkey pose. Again, hands on the shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then this time again, arms in alignment with the ears. Press down firmly through the feet. Come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, let's do that again from the front. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, navel back, forward fold. Inhale, monkey pose, hands either on the shins or floor this time. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to plank position. You can either bring the knees to the floor or keep them lifted for chaturanga. If they're lifted, press into up dog, knees off the floor. And exhale, downward facing dog, 5 full breaths. Ujjayi breathing, contract that exhalation, so navel pulling towards the back body. Two more. And then come onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look at the hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale to monkey pose, again, flat back. Exhale and forward fold. Arms in alignment with the ears, Flat back as you come up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Good. Just one more like that, please. From the front, inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, monkey pose. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to plank. Chaturanga your way, knees lowered or lifted. Inhaling into Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Feel stable in the legs and feet. Firm contraction in the thighs. Two more. And then come onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look at the hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale and fold, arms in alignment with the ears, flat back as you press up. And exhale, hands to heart. And now just be here, either your hands are at your heart or down by your side, and just feel some of that warmth coming into the body, helping the cleaning, the clearing out, helping with that physical detoxification. One more here. Okay, separate the feet slightly so they're just a little wider than the hips. And then we're going to swing from side to side. So pivot onto the ball, the opposite foot of the direction with which you're swinging. And just let the arms kind of slap or wrap around the body. And want to feel this twist happening in the spine. Core stability for your balance. And then after some time, if you want to make it deeper, try keeping your head in one position without moving it. And then continue to let the arms go from back, side to side. So really isolating that twist in the spine. Good, one more. And then we'll just let the body kind of settle back, arms slowly coming to the side. Find hip distance apart again. Just feel some freedom in the limbs, some warmth in the spine, and particularly the central channel. Inhale, the arms reach up. Again, in alignment with the ears. Come down into chair pose. So we're going to stay in chair. So weight in the heels. You can lift your toes freely. And you want to let those sit bones go back. So really imagine that you're about to sit back in a chair. Now we're going to inhale, reach up towards the heavens, and then exhale, bend the elbows out wide and squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades down the back. So as you reach up, inhale, you can look up. And as you exhale, you can bring the chin down, create space in the back of the neck as you squeeze the elbows into your side. Again, inhale up. Exhale, squeeze. Legs are firm, inhale up. Exhale, squeeze. Two more. Now inhale, the arms reach up. And exhale, fold over your bent legs, navel to the spine. And then slowly place the hands on the floor and straighten the legs. And just let some of that blood go back in. Feel the warmth, feel the space. Two more breaths resting. And then heel toe your feet in so your big toes are touching. There's a space between your heels. Bend your knees. Come back into chair. Squeeze the knees towards the midline. Now this time we're going to bring the hands down the center line and take your left elbow to your right thigh. You can make a fist with your bottom hand and cup with your top if you prefer, but we're going to twist the navel deeply to the right. Breathe here. Forearms are stacked, shoulders are away from the ears. Lower those hips even more. Heart pulls away from the thighs. Hug the navel towards the back body on exhalation and twist deeper. One more. Now, forward fold, straighten the legs, and again, just settle. Head and neck is relaxed. See if the warmth has created any change. And we're going to do the other side. So arms in alignment with the ears, press into the feet, come all the way up to standing. And again, we're going to exhale, sink down, squeeze the knees in. Now, hands come down that center line and take the right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. And again, hands can stay in prayer, or you can make a fist with the bottom hand, cup with the top. So lower those hips, make sure the knees are level, so don't let one knee pop in front of the other. And then as you exhale, navel goes towards the back body, and then the navel has more room to twist to the left. Deep breaths, don't hold your breath. Two more. And slowly straighten the legs again, fold over them, and just feel that warmth rush through them. Inhale halfway to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank position, and we're going to hold plank and breathe. So stabilizing here. Navel hugging the back body. And now bring your left knee down and spin your right foot flat. Keeping that left hand planted, reach the right arm up in the air. So just coming first into this level 1 variation of side plank. And if you want to make it a little deeper for the lateral, take the top arm over the head and stretch it away from the outside of the foot. So actively press it away from the foot. Keep space between your ear and your bottom shoulder. Draw the head of the right shoulder down into its socket. Very nice. Bring the hand back down. Go back to plank position. And you can either lower the knees or keep them lifted for chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Okay, one more breath here. Plant your left foot down and reach your right leg up in the air. Keep the hips square, so if you look at your toes, they should point straight down. Now as you exhale, bring your knee into your chest, and this time we're going to hover over the shoulders. So shoulders stack over wrists. And then inhale, reach the leg away again. Exhale, hover over those shoulders, bring the knee forward. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale, come forward. Navel in. Inhale, reach it away. And this time we're going to bring the knee in as close as you can and then lunge it forward to the fingertips. Spin the back foot flat and line the front heel with the line the front heel with the heel of the back foot. Press into the feet, come up for warrior one. So you want to make sure your hips are facing forward, so right hip's coming back, left hip's coming around. Arms in alignment with the ears here. So we're actually going to bring them down in front of us, palms together. And now inhale, open the arms out wide. Feel space across the chest. Exhale, close them again. Inhale, space across the chest, breathe in. All the way to the fingertips. Exhale, like closing a book, palms come together. Good, again, 3 more. Keep anchoring into your back heel. Feel that support there. Inhale. And 1 more. Now, as you bring the palms up over the head, straighten the front leg. Open up the front body. Again, still anchor into that back heel. And now we're going to keep a long pyramid as you're going to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen over that front leg, like someone's pulling your arms forward so you can't go any further, fingertips to the floor, and soften over the leg. Now with this long stance, make sure not to hyperextend the back of the front knee. So keep a little micro bend there. Hug the right hip back, bring the left hip around. But let the upper body really soften. Head and neck is relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Breathe deeply here. One more breath. And we're going to pivot on the ball of the back foot, bend the front knee into high lunge, and send the heart forward. So strong and firm back leg, lift through the pelvic floor. Keep that space, keep that strength in the abdomen for supporting the body. And now plant your left hand down, right hand to the outside of the hip, roll it open, and take the right arm up in the air. And just more of a simpler twist here. Breathe deeply. Keep letting that outside of the right hip come down. Good. Right hand to floor. Step your left foot forward. Standing forward fold, melt over the legs. And again, notice if there's any difference. Does that heat help to release some tension there? Maybe it allows the muscles to soften so you fold more deeply. Relax the chest, relax the upper back, head and neck. And then inhale the arms in alignment with the ears, flat back, press into the feet, come all the way up to standing. Open up and exhale down the center line to the heart. Settle the breath and return back to that belly breathing with a firm contraction on exhalation. One more. Okay, let's do the other side. So again, inhale the arms from the front. Keep the back nice and firm, arms in alignment with the ears as you forward fold. Chin in. Inhale halfway to monkey pose. Hands on the shin or floor, but flat back. And then exhale, we're going to step back to plank position again and just hold plank and breathe. So you're hovering right there. In plank position, navel's towards the back body. Lift that space behind the heart. Shoulders in alignment with the wrists. Firm legs. One more. Now, right knee comes down. Spin your left foot flat. Toes point towards the arch. Plant the right hand down. Lift the left arm up in the air. Level one variation of side plank, just breathe here. And if you want to take it a little more into the lateral, take the top arm over the head, palm facing down. Pinky finger rotates towards the floor. Space in the shoulder, so free up the space in the bottom shoulder, but also take the head of the left shoulder into its socket. Navel hugs the back body on exhalation and rotates to the left. Two more. Very nice. Then plant that left hand down again. Step back to downward facing dog. Okay, so this time the left leg's going to lift up in the air and the toes are going to point straight down. So hips are squared. Now, again, we're going to shift forward over those wrists. So let the shoulders come over the wrists, hug the left knee into your core. And then inhale, reach it away. Exhale, knee to chest, hover over. Inhale, reach away. Exhale. Inhale away. And on this last one, you're going to bring the knee into your chest, squeeze it as much as you can, and then lunge it forward to the fingertips and spin the back foot flat. Heel to heel alignment, hips are squared forward. Come up for warrior one on this side. So again, you want those hips squared, left back, right around. Press to the outside edge of the back foot. If you need to free up your toes, you can lift them, activating the arch of the front foot. Arms over the head for warrior one. We're actually going to take them down in front of us, palms touch. Good. Inhale, open the arms. Let the chest really widen. Heart comes forward. Exhale, contract the abdomen, close the book. Inhale. Breath moves all the way to the fingertips. Exhale. 3 more with your breath, please. Navel hugs the back body on exhale. Keep pressing into that back heel. 1 more. Good. When the palms come together, straighten the front leg. Take the arms up over the head. Open that whole front line. And now exhale, lengthen over. Like someone's pulling your arms away from you. Get long, long, long until you can't any further, and then bring the hands to the floor and relax. So legs stay firm. Press in the ball of the front foot, the heel of the back foot. Keep that left hip coming back, right hip around. Squeeze as if there's something between the inner thighs. Everything in the upper body relaxes. Head and neck is soft. Two more. Let those layers open up. Very nice. Now, pivot on the ball of the back foot. Come into that high lunge position. So shin bone reaching away from back heel. Legs are firm and strong. Make sure the heart's forward. Shoulder blades are down the back. Keep that little lift in your pelvic floor so you're not going to sink in the legs. Good. Planting that right hand down. Take your left hand to the outside of the thigh. You can rotate it down. And then left arm lifts up, coming into the twist. Breathing here. Last one. Very nice. Plant the hand down. Step back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, just walk your hands back to your feet and come into standing forward fold at the back of your mat. Head and neck is relaxed. Everything's soft here. So much warmth in the body, helping that physical strength, the physical detoxification. And then bring your hands to your hips, scoop your heart as you rise all the way up to standing. If you want to roll the shoulders out a few times, go ahead. And then just rest. Samastiti. As you're breathing, awareness in the abdomen, expansion and contraction of the belly. All right, so standing here, just do some wrist rolls. Roll the wrists in one direction, and then roll them in the other direction. And then we do what's called a waterfall. So you're going to lift your right palm up to face the ceiling. Left hand's going to grab those fingers, and you're going to waterfall them down like they're going right over a cliff. And slowly open up the wrist this way. And just breathe here. Again, abdomen contracting towards the back body. And feel all that space. Feels so good. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So left palm faces up, right hand grabs those fingers, and again, it's like you're going right over the edge. That's waterfalling that palm open. And then stay. Hold and breathe. One more. And then slowly release that. Cross your right arm over your chest, hook your left arm under at the elbow, and now pull the tip of the right shoulder down and away. Stabilize your gaze, and just feel that stretch across the shoulder, maybe a little bit into the upper arm. And then we'll do the other side. So we're going to cross the left arm over the chest, right arm under at the elbow, and then push the tip of the shoulder down and away. So you're binding that upper arm, creating some space. So we've worked with some of that physical strength. We'll go into that a little more. We've worked with some physical detoxification. And we're going to take that physical detoxification just a little bit further here. So as you are familiar with, those kriyas are the cleansing techniques of Hatha Yoga. And we're going to do just Uddiyana Kriya to start. And that's to inhale, fill the body with breath, exhale all the breath out of the body. And the body position that we're going to take is hands onto the thighs, arms straight like kickstands, spine straight, chin in. Okay, and then as you let all the breath out of the body, you're going to have a vacuum. There's nothing left in there. You're going to close the mouth and suck the navel deeply in and up underneath the rib cage. Hold it as long as you can, and then slowly release the muscles. Come up and take a breath. Okay, let's do that together. Full breath in, belly, ribs, chest. Hands to mid-thigh. Exhale all the breath out. Let all the breath leave the body. Hold the breath out. Don't breathe in now. Straighten arms, straighten spine, tuck the chin, and suck the abdomen deeply in and up under the rib cage, holding the breath out. Navel's deeply into the back body. When you need to release, relax the muscles first, and then come up and take a breath. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale all the breath out. More breath you get out, the easier the suction is. Now close the mouth, don't breathe in, and suck the navel deeply in and up. Straighten arms, straighten spine, tuck the chin. Even keep a little lift in the pelvic floor. And then release that, release the musculature, and take your breath. Okay, we've got 3 more of those. Inhale. Exhale all the breath out. Close the mouth, suck it in and up. And take a breath. 2 more. Full breath in. Exhale all the breath out. Hold the breath out, don't breathe in. Straighten arms, straighten spine. Suck the navel deeply in and up. One more. Full breath in. All the breath out through the mouth. Straighten arms, straighten spine. Suck everything in and up. Release the muscles. Come and take a breath. And then just stand in Samasthiti and feel the warmth in this area of the body. Okay. So feet hip distance apart. Inhale, the arms reach up from the front. And then exhale, turn the toes out, heels in, and come down into wide squat. Now, get as low as you can. So heels down, elbows on the insides of the knees, palms together in front of the heart. Just allow some of that space to open up in the base of the body. Breathe here. And we talked about some of that strength and some of our mental challenge around power. Sometimes we are in situations where there's power over, or sometimes we are in situations where there's power under. And so trust is a big component of that. Having courage and trust Trust to follow the messages of our heart and our integrity and our truth. So we're going to come into this arm balance posture where you're going to bring the hands down in front of you. Your knees are already wide. You're going to tuck them into the armpits. Let the shin bones sit on the upper arms. Bring your body weight forward and just try lifting one foot and then try lifting the other foot. Just one and then the other. And then take a break and come back into your squat position. Elbows on the insides of the knees, hands to the heart. Okay, if you'd like to try and take that a little further, you can do the same thing, but this time we're going to try lifting both feet at the same time. So elbows go on the insides of the armpits, shin bones rest across the upper arm, and the body weight comes forward as you lift both feet up. And just balance there. Breathe deeply. Navel towards the back body. And then come down and take a rest. Back into that squat. One more here. You can continue either one of those two that we were doing, or this time you can bring your feet together. Take the toes to the right, knees bent, but the chest stays forward. And you can come into a twist variation of this pose. So your hands are going to go down again. And if you want to do a kind of the cheater version, the knee rests on the upper arm and the hip rests on the left upper arm. Otherwise, you get to the point where the left hip lifts off the upper arm. So bringing your body weight forward, bend the elbows. Start with that little shelf of the knee and the hip. And then lift the toes up. Or take the hip off the elbow. And then do the other side. So toes go to the left. Torso stays facing forward. Hands come down. Balance on that shelf. Or pick the hip off the elbow. Come back into wide squat. And then standing forward fold. Toes in, head and neck is relaxed. Soften over the upper legs, belly to the thighs. Relax everything. And inhale halfway into monkey pose, flat back. And exhale, step back to plank position. Hold plank for a moment. And if you want to rotate to left hand, outer left foot, side plank, more advanced variation. Or you can go back into the one with the left knee on the floor, spinning to the outside of the right foot. If you're doing the more advanced variation, we're going to switch sides. Same thing. If you have the knee down, this time it's the right knee on the floor. Spin to the outside edge of the left foot. Right hand, outer right foot pressing firmly into the floor. Create some lightness. And then slowly come back. Knees to floor, squeeze the elbows tight. Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra. And then exhale and just come down. And turn your cheek to one side. Arms down by your side. Just completely rest. And turn your cheek to the other side. Slow the breath back down. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Fingertips lined up with the tops of the shoulders. Pubic bone pressing down, tops of the feet ground. Feel the big toe and pinky toe into the floor. So inhale, just come into half cobra. Low ribs are on the floor, and then turn your cheek to one side and come down. Do that again. Inhale, just half cobra. Low ribs on the floor. Turn your cheek and come down. Now this time, inhale into high cobra. So high cobra has the legs on the floor, but the pubic bone's grounded. And then turn your cheek to the other side and come down. And once again, high cobra. Pubic bone's grounded. Elbows and shoulders are still pulling in. And exhale, come down. Go back to low cobra. So inhale, just coming up halfway. Low ribs stay on the floor. Turn your cheek to the other side and come down. Inhale. Again, low cobra. And exhale, come down. Again, high cobra. So elbows squeeze in, pubic bones grounded. Come as high up as you can with the pubic bone staying anchored. And then come down. Again, high cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more low cobra. Inhale. Low ribs on the floor. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. And now just rest. Let your arms be by your side. Soften everything. And turn your cheek to the other side. And so when we think of our core, we often think of the front side of our body, but our back core is equally as important. So extending your arms out in front of you, we're going to move into Locust Variations. So start with your feet and legs together, palms together overhead. On your inhale, lift everything you can lift off the earth. So pubic bone will be your grounding point. Now exhale, bend your elbows out wide and widen your legs. Lift your chest forward a little. And then inhale, bring the hands back together. Exhale. Squeeze the elbows, legs widen. Inhale, squeeze everything together, legs and feet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Try to get those feet to touch when they come together. And rest. You can just take your arms down by your sides. Slow breathing. Breathe into the back body, into the kidneys. And other side. And then hands under shoulders, press up into seated. So we're going to come into Batakunasana Butterfly, or bound angle. Soles of the feet are together, knees wide. Hands by the hips, you can actually scoot your hips forward. Wrap your hands around the feet or index middle thumb around the big toe and pull your chest forward. Close the eyes. At first, just feel that tall spine, prana settling. And then return to that breathing. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest. Contraction or more emphasis on exhalation, belly, ribs, chest. Good. On your next breath, breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. On your exhalation, contract, belly, ribs, chest, and then pause slightly at the bottom of the exhale, and then lean forward into the stretch. And just go to where the spine remains straight and long. And then do that again. Stay in the position. Inhale. Belly, ribs, chest. You might come out of it a little. That's okay. Exhale. Belly, ribs, chest. And during the pause, see if the body wants to go a little further. Continue in this way. So as you inhale, you might come out a little. Belly, ribs, chest. As you really pull that navel towards the back body, you're creating new room. And then during the pause, in that place of relaxation, moving deeper. Think of the spine as getting longer with each inhalation, body more completely relaxed with each exhalation. And then slowly on your next inhale, come all the way back up. Just take a moment, tall spine. Extend the left leg out. Internal rotation, so bring the flesh in and down. And then take your right foot to the inner thigh. So we're having a slightly wide janu here. So inhale, the arms are going to reach up. Rotate your navel over the left leg and then forward fold over that leg. Hands can come wherever, so shin, ankle, foot, floor, head and neck relaxed. Again, same breathing, belly, ribs, chest, emphasis on exhalation. Keep rotating the navel to the left over the thigh. And then to slowly come out of this, we're just going to walk our hands back, plant the right hand behind the right thigh, just by the hip. And then lift the hips off the floor, flatten the left foot, and then rotate the left arm up and over and around. And just get a nice big circle stretch here. Do that a couple times. So left arm goes up and over and around. Keep lifting the hips away from the floor. One more. And then we'll come back down, hips to the floor, and we'll switch sides. Left leg out, right foot to the inner thigh, internal rotation. Inhale, the arms reach up from the front. Rotate over that right thigh this time, and exhale, come down. Again, hands to shin, ankle, foot, floor, wherever you're comfortable, and then head and neck is relaxed here. Try to maintain that length and space in the spine. Navel to the right. Keep relaxing. Okay, and then slowly come back up. You're just going to walk your hands back. Left hand goes behind you near the hip. Press into the feet, right foot flat. Lift the hips and now rotate. Full big circles through the arm. All that space. And then slowly come back down. Extend the legs straight for Dandasana. Internal rotation of the thighs. Hands beside the hips, sit tall. Take your right foot, cross it over your left knee. Hold the shin bone and sit tall. Inhale the left arm straight up in the air. Either wrap that arm around the thigh, taking the right hand behind you for a spinal twist, or take the left elbow to the outside of the thigh and move into the spinal twist. Either way, inhale as tall as you can. Exhale, rotate the navel deeper to the right. Make sure that your supporting leg is firm, foot flexed, not tilting. But concentration really on the breath and that firm exhalation, belly pulling in, providing more room to twist. Gaze can be over the right shoulder or eyes closed. And slowly release the chin over the left shoulder. Slowly unwind the spine. Take your time. Hold the shin bones. Sit tall. Feel the release through the body. And then we'll switch. Right leg out. Left foot crosses over at the knee. Hold the shin bones. Sit as tall as you can. Inhale the right arm up in the air. And exhale, you're either wrapping that arm around the knee, taking the navel to the left, or take the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Inhale, grow as tall as you can, and then exhale, rotate the navel to the left. Again here, firm supporting leg, foot flexed, not tilting. And then if you close your eyes, you can really just watch how the body unwinds, that intelligence within you, knowing exactly where to take it. Good, 2 more. And then you're going to slowly unwind, chin over the right shoulder. And then unwind the body, hold the shin bone, lift as tall as you can, just feeling the release. And then we'll come on to our backs. So holding the shin bones, contract the abdomen towards the spine. Feel all that strength that you've created. And then just bring the knees into the chest. If you need to rock a little bit from side to side on the spine, that's fine. Arms down by your sides. Inhale the legs straight up in the air, feet flexed. Exhale, knees to chest. Just using your abdominal strength here. Inhale, legs up in the air. Exhale, knees to chest. Squeeze them in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Grabbing onto a block. Feet flat, knees bent. You're going to roll up onto the balls of the feet and slide the block underneath the sacrum. So ideally on the tallest edge, but if you can't get it there, on the middle edge is perfectly fine. And once the block's in place, you're going to take the legs straight up in the air. You want that the legs to feel comfortable. So you don't have to use any effort to hold them up. And then take your elbows into your sides and hands just rest on the glutes as if you were holding up your hips. And then close your eyes. Return to that breathing that we were doing at the beginning of the practice. So just in the belly. Belly expands, conscious contraction on exhalation. Activating those inner core muscles, not just the external core, but the deeper ones, like the corset muscles, the ones that help to support our posture. As we empty of breath and we hollow out the belly, that extra added contraction in there gives us access to those. Just a few more breaths here. Really concentrating on that exhalation. And begin to notice at the bottom of exhalation, as the mind grows more and more quiet, that desire to pause at the bottom of the breath. And just rest in that pause. And then relax all effort. Slowly bring the legs down one at a time. Lift as high as you can on the balls of the feet, sliding the block out, and then one vertebrae at a time, slowly release your spine into the mat. Have your feet a little wider than hip distance, let the knees fall in, arms down by your sides, palms face up. Just feel completely supported. And continuing that calm from the pause at the bottom of exhalation, just slide your legs out to the floor. Feet a little wider than hip distance apart. If you want, you can tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. But then just, again, let the body settle and feel supported. Now, no longer shaping the breath, you may still be aware of or see and feel the rise and fall of the abdomen. But there's no set pattern. And in fact, the more quiet we get, the more calm we get, the longer those pauses at the bottom of exhalation will grow. So just rest.
So very slowly begin to deepen your breath. As the breath comes in, feel it filling the body. And just run your thumb across your fingertips and wiggle your toes. If you'd like, you can roll your wrists and your ankles. Eventually bring your knees into your chest. And curl to your right side into fetal, arm under the head as a pillow. Place your right hand into the earth. Slowly come back up into seated. And if you want to prop your sit bones up for a few moments of meditation, please do so. Move the flesh from the sit bones and sit tall. And if you began in Siddhasana, or that variation of Siddhasana with one foot to the perineum and the other ankle on top, then just do the opposite ankle in first this time. So with that tall spine, relaxed body, just begin to find that smooth and easy belly breathing. More effortless now. Belly expands on inhalation, contracts on exhalation. Very smooth. And if it's not smooth, try relaxing more deeply. As it starts to become more and more smooth, let the mind begin to see golden light. On the inhale, drawing golden light into the abdomen. And on the exhalation, really settling it deeper into that navel area as the belly button pulls towards the spine. So inhale, filling the belly with golden light. And then settling it into that area more deeply as the navel draws into the spine. And then allow your effort to completely relax and just observe the abdomen filled with golden light. So you can see it as a circle or sphere situated right there in the area of the abdomen. And hold your attention on it. If the mind wanders, return it back to that image or feeling or sense of golden light in the abdomen. Just one more breath here. And relax all effort. And lower your chin to your chest. And bring your hands to your heart. And just give yourself a moment to offer a little prayer. Dear Lord of life, please support, heal, and nourish this area of my body. Physically, mentally, emotionally, let this area radiate health and stability in right relationship to the element of fire, of willpower, determination, and action. And then we'll seal this practice with a chant of Om. Deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Deep inhale in. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel and share this with family and friends. In the description, there's a link to the Patreon account if you'd like to support these videos and support this work. Then you can go on there and offer a donation. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.